Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai visited more than 11 communities in Regions 1 and 7 to complete some work which had already begun, such as the distribution of solar panels, which will now be halted due to the budget cuts. The recent cuts of the National Budget 2012 had seen the removal of all funds earmarked for projects targeting Amerindian communities of Guyana when the joint parliamentary opposition voted against the development of Amerindians.
We have a battle and a challenge now to overcome. And the challenge to overcome is to ensure that we are able to put our hands on the resources that has been cut to help you. And let us get to the details. In fact, the whole item was $18 billion to do the hydro at Amalia Falls, to do the land titling and demarcation project, to do and fund the community development fund project for 187 villages across region 1, 7, 8, and 9, and those Amerindian villages in the coastal areas also. That heading has been cut. They've cut also under that heading, they've cut the opportunity for small entrepreneurs to receive funding to do and invest in small business. And therefore, the effects of this is going to stall any progress in your village and the many villages scattered across this country. You might have heard that they were engaged in talks with the government. And so they're saying because the talks did not bear fruit, they are going to cut the budget. So because the talks did not bear fruit for you, you're going to punish the people. That is what in layman language it means. We're going to punish the people. We're going to take away the government opportunity of providing the laptops and connectivity. We're going to spite the government through the people by not providing funds for their projects that they are waiting on. We will spite the government because we could not get a reduction rate, a commitment that we will not introduce the tariffs for the small segment of people in Linden. We're going to put pressure on the rest of the country. We're going to not provide monies for other programs because we did not get what we wanted in the talks. This is the highest level of bitterness, the highest level of madness, the highest level of irresponsible behavior, and the highest level of maliciousness. Because I cannot see, if you're angry with the government and you're not satisfied with the talks, why would you punish the populace?
In the midst of her own dismay and disappointment with the actions of the two opposition parties, Minister Sukai was left with the task of facing entire communities of people who added anger and disgust to what she and the ruling administration were also feeling. The residents of the communities visited expressed their thoughts of the opposition in no uncertain terms. But at the same time, the bewilderment at the action taken to cut the projects made it hard for them to understand why it was done.
If it's how we go that, okay, we're going to survive. And what we expected, like as she was saying, our land to be titled for our land and different things, no, we can't get it because we can't expect it now. But we hope that she'll stand strong for us, that in later days we'll get things better. What they've done is not right. They cut the budget too. I don't know. How they cut the budget now, how the country will survive. How we get things on foot and what have you. But the two parties have to fight it and see who'll win the battle. Yes. We're looking forward to our support, the minister, and we're happy to have her here.
so it left everyone silent. Maybe you have something good for this year for this community. But during to hear in the budget cut, the funds will be already full. So we have to make another plan now toward this community. But we don't have no, for this new election, we don't have any, no, say, meeting as yet until tomorrow. I don't know if my brother and sister had anything to say about the budget today. But as what you say, people are going to come and talk about it. And we will have to prepare for these people who will come. But our relative told us about panels and these things. So we will have to prepare for these kind of people that we already said will come.
The Alliance for Change and the Partnership for National Unity have voted that the allocations of funds towards the low-carbon development strategy be reduced to $1, and in the process saying no to all projects under the LCDS being carried out, projects which directly targeted the forward thrust of the development of Guyana's indigenous peoples.